Are you guys looking for the most dominant center build in NBA 2K25? Do you want to build a play in every single mode? Well, you guys have came to the right spot because this build is exactly that. I mean, you guys can even take this build into the Rec and Pro-Am and be even more dominant in there. All I ask for in return is that you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Maybe we've already hit it by the time I've dropped this video, but make sure you subscribe because I am dropping bangers like this almost every day, so you guys don't want to miss them. But without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the build. So here it is, man. The two-way interior score, 91 overall. As you guys can see, I'm in the gold tier for the Proving Grounds 1v1 court. I mean, in here, I literally just dominate. I mean, I know it's kind of a crappy way to play, but bro, when you're in the ones court, you're literally just matched up with the post score every time. So it's really just if you're a good post score, and dude, this build is crazy for that because you guys get a hecka high standing dunk, crazy high strength, and crazy high post control, as well as hecka good defense. I mean, bro, this build is just crazy. But let's go to the builder to show you guys how to make it. So first, I'm going to show you guys the build that I made, and then I'm going to show you guys the build that I recommend that you make. So for the build that I made, I went ahead and made a center that is a 7-foot center, and that has a maxed out wingspan, so 7'9", and then I brought the weight to exactly 256 pounds. And so right away, I went to the standing dunk, and I brought this bad boy all the way up to 95. And for the vertical, I'm just going to show it because it doesn't show rise up without it. I brought this boy up to a 70 right here. And so this is my thought process right here. When I get cap breakers, I'm going to put the rest of them on rise up right there. So right away, the first stat that I'm going to go to is the standing dunk, and I'm going to bring this all the way up to a 95. Once we get our vertical, it's going to show you that we do get rise up on Hall of Fame. So when we bring this boy up to 69, we get Hall of Fame rise up. And that is just really overpowered, and I recommend that you guys put your badge upgrade either on that or post powerhouse, which we're going to talk in a second. But bro, rise up is insanely crazy. You just get standing dunks underneath the basket like whenever you go up. And then for the post control, I brought this bad boy all the way up to a 96, which does get you that gold unpluckable, gold post-up poet, and you're going to get Hall of Fame post-up powerhouse once you guys upgrade your strength. So I'll just go right to it. The strength, we brought this boy all the way up to a 95. This gets you that Hall of Fame brick wall as well as the Hall of Fame post powerhouse. So you're going to be able to set big body screens, and you're also going to be able to get that Hall of Fame post powerhouse, so you can just dominate in the post. This build doesn't have any shooting on it because we're literally an inside big. We don't really need it. I brought the pass act up to a 50. Now, I know if you guys play the Rec, you guys are going to want this a little bit higher, maybe at a 55, maybe at like a 65. You guys would probably want this a little bit higher. I mean, a lot of centers go with like a crazy OD high pass act, which is solid for the Rec, but if you guys want to be versatile, I recommend that you probably go with like a 65. If you're someone that plays the Rec a lot, maybe go with like a 75 to get the silver break starter. But for me, I just went with this 50 pass act, and then I went right here into interior defense, and I brought this boy up to an 88, which gets me gold post lockdown. Every game in the Proving Grounds, you're going to be matching up with a post scorer, so having this right here is really huge because it can actually get you stops against the post scorers. And then I brought this block all the way up to an 84, which does get me that silver paint patroller, and then that bronze pogo stick. But yeah, that silver paint patroller is really good. You just get like crazy like blocks and snatch blocks with this 84. This is really broken, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then I brought this steel up to a 60 right here to get me bronze interceptor. And then this is where I kind of messed up the build, but I brought this up to a 60. I'm gonna show you guys what I would do with those stats if I was to remake this build. But I brought a 60 perimeter, 60 steel. The 60 perimeter isn't bad if you play like the Rec, or if you're playing like 2s or 3s and you want to be able to play a little bit of on-ball defense if you get like switched on to the man. Honestly, it's not bad, but honestly, I don't even have it upgraded, and it's not much of a problem. But we're going to go here to the offensive rebound, and I brought this bad boy all the way up to a 92, which gets you that gold rebound chaser, that gold box out beast. And if you guys are skilled enough at rebounding, this is going to be good enough to get hecka offensive rebounds. I mean, I literally snag everything with this build. And then for the speed, I think I just maxed it out. Yep, maxed it out at 67. I think I also maxed out my agility. And then I brought this up to a 70 to get me that silver pogo stick. And boom, this is the build that I made. So we're just going to quickly go over every stat, and I'm going to show you guys why I have it there. So post control, I have to have it at a 91 or else my post control drops. Standing dunks, I need that rise up. Driving dunk, this standing dunks drop. Layup, all of that drops. Midi, three-pointer, free throw, we don't need any of it. Pass act, we have it just to throw a little bit of passes and not get the ball just completely thrown out of bounds. The ball handle is for the post control. The interior, we need it for that gold post move lockdown. We need the block. We need the steal for interceptor. This is just to help you with if you get switched on ball. We got the 92 O board to snag on people, the 67 speed to be maxed out and not be completely terribly slow. We got the strength for the Hall of Fame brick ball and post powerhouse, and we also have this vertical for silver pogo stick. Now this build is really solid, and I would say this is probably the most versatile build, but if I was to make a build just for the proving grounds, this is what I would do. So all I'm going to change is the weight. I'm just going to bring it up 1 pound to get me that 96 strength, and what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to bring this standing dunk all the way up to a 95 once again to get me that Hall of Fame rise up. We're going to bring this up, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my badge upgrade on Hall of Fame rise up so I get legend rise up. And then for post control, I'm going to bring this up to 95, and then I'm going to max out my strength as well. So I'm going to get legend post powerhouse, legend post up poet, and I'm going to put my badge upgrade on rise up, so I'll have all 3 of the overpowered post badges on legend. And then I'm going to bring this interior all the way up to not an 88, not an 89, not a 90, but a 93. And that gets me Hall of Fame post move lockdown. Just having this badge alone literally just moves your defender back. I mean, they're going to have such a tough time scoring in the paint. It is just crazy, bro. And then I brought this block up to a 74 to get me bronze paint patroller. And you guys can bring this speed to like a 50, and then so you can get that 92 offensive rebound for the gold rebounding badges. And then you just have 1 loose stat, and boom, that is the build that I would make. The first build that I showed you guys is the one that I made. It's more versatile. You guys can play it in more modes. But this one, I mean, you're just literally going to be dominant in the post. You're literally just going to score almost every time. And if you don't, you have a 93 interior defense to get crazy stops. Like, I played a guy with a 93 interior defense and like a high strength. And bro, it was almost impossible for me to score on him. And I don't think he was even above 7 foot. I think he was like 6'10 or 6'9. And he was moving me out of the paint. So like, this 93 interior is a huge upgrade from 88. But if you guys are looking for a more versatile type of build, I would go with the first one. But if you guys are just looking to be cheese balls in the proving grounds 1v1 court, go with this build. But yeah, once you make it, you're going to see Magic Shaq, Clint Capella, Steven Adams. And if you guys saw, I tested out the Legend Hall of Fame badges on my post score, and I showed you guys how overpowered they were. A lot of you guys were asking for the build. I'm here to show you guys that, but I showed you guys how broken all 3 of those badges were, and I'm literally, with this build, you guys can get all 3 of those badges at the same time, bro. But I'm not going to gatekeep or anything like that. I'm going to show you guys all the animations that I have on this build. So the biggest thing is the dunk stall right here, and I just named it whatever, and basically you guys are just going to want to throw on, I threw on some of these 2-hand movings. I just threw on some basics driving dunks. You guys get a 65 driving dunk, which is actually really good in this game, but for the standing dunks, you literally just put all of them on. I got elite big man contacts, I got pro big man contacts, I got athletic under the basket contact, or not contacts, but just I got all these regular ones. And then for the signature dunks, you want to put Shaq and you want to put Draymond. Shaq's dunks under the basket are literally just so broken, and Draymond Green's running dunks get you some quick animations just like that one right there. And he also has some standing dunks that are really solid. But bro, when you guys put those exact dunk packages on, just put on every standing dunk and then the Draymond and the Shaq, you'll be unstoppable, I'm telling you. And then these are the rest of the SIGs. I threw on Chet Holmgren motion style. Shaq post hook is probably the best post hook in the game. You got KD fade. Another good fade that I tested was Nikola Vucevic. I'm switching between these 2. But also, I don't really post fade like that because I don't have like a midi like that. I normally just drop step, but I still have it just in case. I got a spin jumper, basic, normal jumper, hop jumper is normal, dribble pull up, normal too. Most of this stuff doesn't matter because you don't have a midi, but like, bro, I mean, it's better to just have it on than just not have it on. The dunk style is really big. You guys are going to make sure you guys want to put that on. And then for the dribble SIGs, just put them all on normal because the normal dribble SIGs in this game are actually not bad. And you guys can actually move around a little bit if you guys just throw on these normal moves. So it could like come in handy for like a play or 2. Not a bad thing. I mean, there's no reason not to. They're all free. So just go ahead and throw them on. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That is how to make the build. If you guys want to see gameplay on this build, then go ahead and check out this video right here. I mean, I went into the proving grounds and I absolutely dominated everyone with these different legend badges. So make sure you check that video out if you want to see some gameplay with me on this crazy 7-footer. But yeah, I mean, this is probably the most versatile big in the game because you're able to use it on the 1v1 core. You could use it in Rex, you could use it in Pro-Am, you could use it on the 2s core, you could use it on the 3s core. I mean, there's really no core where you can't use this build, so that's what I love most about this build. But yeah, let me know if you guys make this build and let me know what you guys think about this build. Is it a W or an L? Let me know that in the comments below. But that's been it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.